downfield, they can hurt you first.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. This defense for the Packers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play. Throwing is Williams. Over the middle, complete. That's Schwartz. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 31, here's 2nd and 2.
31-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bears 7. Packers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A nice little juke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Pass complete to Loveland. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
To throw, Williams. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. Packer football here. First down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here first and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On play action. Love to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
You look at this Packers defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. This is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
11 yards for number 11.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Looking to throw is Williams. And he will find his man on the outside. 3rd and 3.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Here's Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit, and let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Williams loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it on one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Let's go. Red 38. Drill 52.
Now Love. That's taken in by Kraft. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First target, first catch, and a first down.
A gain of 19 yards.
Ready?
Our first carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
Drill green. Let's go now. 45.
Throwing. Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
21. Bears 7.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
To the air, Williams. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, 91 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Well, that'll be took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Williams from the gun on third down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And they will take over first and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ready. Put.
Love now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, 69 yards. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the round is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going. Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And this one's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw once more, here's Williams. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23.
That's good for a Bears first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Williams. That one complete to Liggett. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him up already in this opening half.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now 3rd down and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Final play of the half. Love.
Pass caught. That's Golden.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Williams now throwing to start the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
What is up?
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Williams operating from the gun.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught at the 10.
And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
On play action, here's Williams.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears get a bit closer.
So a very important first drive in the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. That is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
49-yard line.
60 red. 60 red.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Love. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Set, ready. 50, green. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
And the Packer first down.
Down.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Touchdown, Packers! Tucker Kraft, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Packers are able to widen their advantage.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing is Williams.
Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw, Williams. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Williams.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Now he's going to step up and run.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Williams. Got a man. That's Liggett. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Chicago.
And Xavier Liggett.
72 yards.
And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Working out of the gun, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Bears
back to throw again. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A good pickup there at 22.
I could put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Only a yard of the completion. It's second and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So nothing doing there, and that will lead to a third and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Bears have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
now second and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
And this is a worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Here's Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
First down, Green Bay.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see a surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Love, they go play action now. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Here we go.
Love now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matthew Golden, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Bears 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
At the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. Pass caught by Burden.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
To the air, Williams. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing again here, Williams.
He's going to leave this for the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around with a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
What is up?
To throw, it's Williams.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. We'll call it a gain of a yard, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Again, he'll drop the throw.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw again. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
What is up?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Jayden Reed.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and out to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the gun, here's Williams. Open man down the field. That's Burden. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
That's another Bears.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. To throw once more, here's Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Luther Burden, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Packers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they can't quite seem to turn